Hello. In today's video, we will learn in detail about the reproductive structure of angiosperm. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of different parts of a flower, important descriptive terms related to a flower, symmetry of the flower, position of floral leaves on the thalamus, types of estivation, and finally, types of placentation. Let us begin by defining a flower. Flowers are the sexual reproductive structures of angiosperms which contain male and female reproductive organs, namely stamens and pistil, which form the male and female gametes. Basically, each flower consists of a floral axis upon which are borne the essential organs of reproduction, stamens and pistil or carpel, and accessory organs, sepals and petals, which help to attract pollinating insects and protect the essential organs. Flower is a modified shoot in which the internodes do not elongate. Let us look into the structure of a flower. The stalk of the flower is called the pedicel. The different parts of a flower are arranged in whorls. There are four distinct whorls on the thalamus or on the receptacle. Outer calyx, followed by corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. Androecium is marked as stamen. Gynoecium is marked as carpel. Let us study each part of the flower. The outer calyx consists of sepals. The corolla consists of petals. The androecium consists of group of stamens. The androecium or male part of the flower comprises of the stamens. Each stamen is made of three parts: anther, filament, and connective. The anther bears pollen sacs which produce pollen grains. The gynoecium consists of the pistil or carpel. The gynoecium or female part of the flower comprises of one or more pistil, each of which consists of an ovary, style, and stigma. Stigma is the pollen receptive surface. The ovary encloses the ovules. Now let us learn some descriptive terms related to a flower. Complete flower. A flower is said to be complete when all the four whorls, namely sepals, petals, androecium, and gynoecium, are present. Incomplete flower. A flower is said to be incomplete when any one of the whorl is absent. Bisexual flower or hermaphrodite. When both stamens and carpels are present in a flower, the flower is said to be bisexual or hermaphrodite. Unisexual flower. When in a flower, either the stamen or the carpel is absent, the flower is said to be unisexual. The unisexual flower may be staminate when only stamens are present, and pistillate if only carpels or pistil are present. Neuter when both stamens and carpels are absent in a flower, it is said to be neuter. In some flowers, when sepals and petals cannot be distinguished separately, they are known as tepals. Collectively, the tepals are known as perianth. This situation is commonly found in monocotyledons. It functions as both calyx and corolla. It protects the essential whorls of flower in bud condition. Petaloid perianth, that is, the tepals are brightly colored, helps in attracting insects for pollination, while cephaloid perianth, which are green in color, performs photosynthesis. Monoecious plant. Separate male and female flowers may be borne by one and the same plant. Dioecious plants. The male and the female flowers are borne by two separate plants. By the way, if you are getting some value out of this lecture, please like and share the video so that all of us can learn, unlearn, and relearn together. Also, please consider subscribing the channel and press the bell icon to get instant notification of all the upcoming videos. Next, let us look into the symmetry of the flower. Actinomorphic or regular or radially symmetrical flower. When a flower can be divided by any vertical plane into two equal halves passing through its center, it is known as actinomorphic or regular flower. Example, brinjal, mustard. Zygomorphic or monosymmetrical or bilaterally symmetrical flower. When a flower can be divided by a single plane into two exactly similar halves, it is said to be zygomorphic. Example, pea, bean. Asymmetrical or irregular flower. When a flower cannot be divided into two equal halves along any plane, then it is said to be asymmetrical or irregular flower. Example, canna. Next, we shall study the position of floral leaves on the thalamus. Based on the position of calyx, corolla, and androecium in respect to the ovary on thalamus, the flowers are described as hypogynous. The ovary of the flower occupies the highest position on the thalamus. Stamens, sepals, and petals are found below the ovary. Example, mustard, brinjal. The ovary is said to be superior. Second, perigynous. The thalamus of the flower grows upward around the ovary in the form of a cup. Sepals, petals, and stamens are found on its rim. The ovary is said to be half inferior. Example, rose. Third type, epigynous. The thalamus of the flower completely encloses the ovary and gets fused with it. Sepals, petals, and stamens are found on top of the ovary. The ovary is said to be inferior. Example, sunflower, cucumber. Next we come to estivation. The mode of arrangement of sepals or petals in floral buds with respect to the other members of the same vase is known as estivation. Four main types of estivation are valvate, twisted, imbricate, and vexillary. The estivation is said to be valvate when the margins of sepals or petals remain either in contact or lie close to each other without overlapping. Example, calotropis. Twisted or contorted. In this type of estivation, one margin of each sepal or petal overlaps that of the next one, and the other margin is overlapped by the third one. Example, China rose. Twisting of the petals may be clockwise or anti-clockwise. Imbricate. In this type of estivation, one of the sepals or petals is internal and is overlapped on both the margins, and one of them is external. Rest of the sepals or petals have one inner overlapping margin and the other outer overlapping margin. Example, cassia. Vexillary. In pea and bean flowers, there are 5 petals. Outermost largest known as standard or vexillum. 2 lateral petals known as wings, and 2 smaller, nearly fused petals forming a boat-shaped structure known as keel or carina. The standard overlaps the 2 lateral wings, which in turn overlap the 2 smaller anterior keel petals. This type of estivation is also known as papilionaceous. Finally, we come to placentation. The arrangement of ovules within the ovary is known as placentation. The different types of placentation are marginal, axile, parietal, free central, basal. Look at the different diagrams. In marginal placentation, the placenta forms a ridge along the ventral suture of the ovary, and the ovules are borne on the ridge, forming 2 rows, as seen in P. Axile placentation. When the placenta is axial and the ovules are produced on the central axis of a multilocular ovary, it is known as axile placentation. Example, tomato, lemon. Parietal placentation. When the ovules are born on the inner wall of ovary, which is one-chambered, it is known as parietal placentation, seen in cucumber. Free central placentation. When the ovules are born on central axis and septa are absent, the placentation is known as free central placentation. Example, dianthus or primrose. Basal placentation. When the placenta develops at the base of the ovary and a single ovule is attached to it, then the placentation is known as basal placentation. Example, sunflower. So today we have learned about the flower, its symmetry, estivation and placentation in detail. I have some practice questions for you. Please share your answers in the comment section below. You can pause the video and write down the questions if you like. Thank you so much for your time and participation. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing the channel and press the bell icon to get instant notification of all the upcoming videos. Also, if you want to discuss any particular topic in biology, please mention that in the comment section below. I'll see you there. Goodbye. All the best.